Okay, welcome to week 7. This is a big week. All right, you've got 2 projects due. You've got your focus paper, and then you have your journal. I'd like for you to do your journal first, okay? And I'll get into that in a minute. I spent this morning grading the discussions that were turned in on time, going over them and responding to them, okay? So you need to go back to the discussions from last week, your focus discussion, and look at what I said, all right? I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing. Okay, you guys are getting focused. Congratulations, all right? But I would like for you to look at my comments. It's going to help you with the rest of this week. Your other discussions this week involve coming up immigration. It's a critical thinking discussion. I want you to push beyond the general stuff you hear on the news, the general stuff you hear from Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck and that kind of thing. I want you to push beyond that. Think about what the cost of chicken would be without immigrants. Think about how clean the restrooms at Walmart would not be, that kind of thing, all right? So think beyond the basic stuff you hear all the time about immigration and think about it in terms of economic issues, other kinds of issues like that, okay? That's called critical thinking. Then I'm also causing you in the discussions to do some more research. You did some research in the recent discussions. You need to keep doing the research for 2 reasons. One, the research helps you focus. Focus is the process of discovery, all right? So even though you're getting to your focus, it's very clearly implied by your discussions, your focus discussions from last week. You need, of course, to keep doing the research, and that kind of keeps you online. See, you know, is your focus a good focus, or are you even getting a tighter focus or a slightly different focus, which is still fine, all right? Also, of course, you're actually developing your works cited list for your paper. Unit 3 is coming up after this week, and a lot of assignments come bang, 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 including your bibliography, all right? So make sure you're taking good notes on your research. Make sure you're writing down all the bibliographical information. The bibliographical information is the citation information. How are you going to actually cite this article? You can go ahead and look in your textbook and be looking at those issues. Okay, they come up very clearly in Unit 3, all right? But make sure you've got the material as you're doing the research for the discussions. That's one of the points of the discussion, is help you go through this process of getting the research, getting the citing down, that kind of thing. You'll be doing more of that, of course, in the next unit. That said, then the journal is more difficult this time, and I'll tell you why. I'm sorry, let me go back to it. I had it up and then I closed it. The questions are tough, all right? The first one, I'm asking you, what do we mean by analysis? What do I really mean by that? Okay, how is analysis different than book report? In high school, you put together, you just read all these different books, put them together, and said, ha, here's what everything says. Right? That's not the point here. Here the point is, what does it all mean? That's different than what it says, all right? Meaning is what you extract yourself. That's what analysis is. So you'll have to read the textbook, of course, to understand how to do that assignment. Then I have you look at what purpose, argument, and reason means. That's also out of the textbook, all right? Chapter 5, very important you read that, and I'm asking you some specific questions about purpose, argument, and reason in relation to your own topic. These are like brainstorming exercises. I'm trying to get you to do this work. It's not for me, okay? It's for you. Please keep that in mind. All these assignments are for you. They help you understand how to write your paper. They help you actually write a better paper, meeting my expectations. So this homework's not for me. It's for you. This journal is yours. Please understand that. Then I asked you to look at what logos, pathos, and ethos means and how that applies to your paper, all right? Don't forget, we're not interested in your personal opinion in this research paper. We're interested in your supported opinion. That's different, okay? It's a supported opinion is your opinion, but in a supported opinion, you show very clearly how you arrived at that opinion, okay? And then item 4 is very difficult. A lot of students don't understand the Jane Tompkins essay. They read it one time and just try to write about it. You can't do that. It's a long essay. You're going to have to read it several times. It's a very complex essay, and it portrays a very complex message about the research process. It's about research, that essay is. And then I ask you, this is a short entry 5, basically just tell me why we're using academic databases instead of Google. Pretty straightforward. So please spend some time with the journal, and I would suggest doing the journal first, because that's going to help you write a better, more informed focus paper. Now that said, the focus paper is 1 to 2 pages. You'll really impress me if you write 2 pages. Now you might say, gee, how am I going to do this? I just did the discussions and I already had a paragraph. I only had a paragraph. Good writing is about detail. You provide examples, you provide illustrations. This is how you reach page length in your research paper. You get into a lot of detail, you get into a lot of specifics, you refer to the text, you refer to the research, you provide examples, case studies, illustrations, whatever, to show the reader what you mean. That's what I expect of this focus paper. That's why I say 1 to 2 pages. Please surprise me. 2 pages, okay? Get it to 2. Use plenty of detail, plenty of examples, plenty of illustrations. All right, quote your research. All right, do that for me. Show me what you can do. Once again, this is for you, though. This helps you arrive at a focused topic, a well-developed topic, a well-thought-out topic. So when you sit down to actually write your paper, not only do you know what you're going to write about, but you're going to do a good job of it because you've already learned how to do detail, how to do the illustrations, how to do development. Okay? So I think that's pretty much it. 2 items due this week. Focus paper, your journal. They're both going to take some careful time, some consideration. Please go back and look at last week's discussion about focus. Look at my comments. If you turn those in on time, you'll see comments there. So hey, if you have questions, you know how to get me. Get a hold of me.